You need to focus on asking questions. And I actually have a really good script for this. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick and I'll go through. This is basically how to sell anything to anyone. It's, it's basically, it's really asking a lot of questions. So what you want to try to do when you get anyone on the phone is you want to basically just ask them lots of questions, and you want to figure out kind of what they're doing. So there's basically different phases of what they're actually trying to do. And I wish I have Chase, do we have a video, the sales presentation I did for the summit? Do you remember that a couple months ago?
With the law firm marketing hacks or
No. The summit that I did for the law firm. It was back in December for Moshe's summit. Do you remember that?
I'm not sure, but I can check.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So basically what you need to do though, is you need to, when you're asking them questions like, I guess the question comes down to how do you instill some urgency, you know? What you need to do is you basically need to ask them questions. And then when they say, okay, I need to think about it. So you say, okay, the price is, you know, $3,000 to do this. And then they say, I need to think about it. Instead of just saying, okay, then what you need to say is, okay, well, I encourage you to think about it. And definitely I don't want you to make a rush decision, but you know, we're on the phone right now. So what are the questions can I answer for you? You know, and what'll end up happening is they'll usually come back with more objections because really, you got to remember every objection is based on uncertainty. It's based on uncertainty about you or uncertainty about them, about themselves, their ability to do it or something like that. So what you can typically do is you can just keep asking them, well, we're on the call right now and, you know, I don't want you to have any other questions. So what other questions can I answer for you right now? And then what that will do most of the time is it will get the conversation to it'll start the conversation up again. It's really a weird tactic, but it works really, really well. So that would be my first suggestion in terms of that, is just kind of keep the conversation going. What do you think about that? And also I have a video. If you email me, Andy@socialfirestarter.com, I've got an entire video and a script that you can use that I'll send to you, that it's basically how to sell anything to anyone. It's like a half an hour presentation I did that goes in much, much better detail than that.
I don't sell anymore. I used to be in sales before I took over a marketing role at my company. But what I do is I do handle a lot of the live chats that come into my website where people will ask me, you know, how much does it cost? My favorite tactic to do to those people who only care first about price is I provide them information overload about my price, down to here's what it costs per minute for my service. Here's what you get. Here's what you don't get. Here's what I don't charge for. And here's the value that I provide you. And what that does is it's sort of like what Andy's saying, it gets them engaged in the conversation, but it also provides them with more objections. Like if I tell them, you know, yeah, you pay X amount for my service, but that comes with, you know, full bilingual answering 24 hours a day, customizable, and you can forward to me whatever or however you want. And, you know, I don't charge for any of that. And they'll say, oh, well, you said you're fully bilingual. Are you bilingual in Spanish? And I'll say, yeah. And then, you know, it kind of keeps the conversation going. Like you said, the goal is to get them asking questions and to keep them engaged. Like what you're saying, how to sell anything to anybody. But I find that the more information I provide, the more questions people have, the more I can help them, and the more that they're apt towards saying, you know what, I'll do your free trial. I'll just go with you. That sounds good.
Yeah, the biggest thing is just keep them talking, and just keep asking them questions to get them to continue talking. The other thing, another side of it is basically, and this is before you're even on the call with them, is that when you provide a lot of value up front, then you're kind of decommoditizing yourself and you're separating yourself from the other attorneys, and you're really getting rid of all of those, you know, getting rid of the tire kickers anyway, because people want to hire you, not just any immigration attorney, or I'm sorry, estate planning attorney.